The United Nations acts like all religions are wrong and they're all the same. Force us to the table with a bunch of raghead terrorists, and they're like, oh no, they're winning. How can this be? Well, if it's illegal, it's not the law. So it's either religion or crime. Are you asserting that we voted to let these homos and fucking retards take over? Oh no, did I say a no word? Well, my intended audience is really for the soldiers and sailors, airmen and marines who don't give a fuck about your flat earth, matronly, child molesting disapproval. You see, Marines, first, do no harm or you're not a goddamn doctor. It's called a hashashin. It's where we get the word assassin. Once the doctors can't make any promises, you got Muslims going around acting like they own your kids. Oh, he took the candy, he owes me. Islam recognizes no distinction between church or state and is therefore neither. They're under no obligation to follow the proper channels. You're either the slave of the prophet or the infidel. If you're offended by the use of the word retard, I prefer you didn't interrupt our conversation. Either you're retarded or you're just here to interrupt. Smedley Butler said war is a racket. Well, Smedley was disgruntled. Smedley needed psychological intervention. In an Aryan, Greek, round side of the planet tradition, we owe these flat earth heretics nothing we can't settle in lead. It ain't a racket. But they don't like the Greeks. First, do no harm, or you're not a doctor, and these idiots can't make any promises. Every single one of us swore an oath to preserve and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, so help me God. The Army released me from my contract obligation. God didn't. I got this whole new skill set, and it's just not safe. Imagine if the CEO had an oath where, had to worry about somebody with an oath. Well, the one for the doctors is sworn to a judge or a senator or sovereignty, not unlike ours, but it has to include first, do no harm. There are other stipulations, patient confidentiality, for instance. First, do no harm. I'm sorry, officer, I can't comply with your request. I could lose my practice. Well, some of these idiot cops don't take no for an answer. So now it's our turn. And Christians don't accept ass in lieu of payment. Now, as a theologist, it's called a peasant, not my slave. I don't care whose slave you are. It's not a slave raiding operation. I'm not going to convert you to a slave of Allah with my dick. Convert you to the dust and plant a cross in it so Allah knows where to send the bill.